This is Sonic Superstars, but if I touch a ring, the level switches. And before we start, let's establish some rules. First off, I will be doing this entire run as Tails, including no special levels like Act Sonic or Act Knuckles. Second, I have all of the Chaos Emeralds, so I'm allowed to use those powers whenever I can. And third, ring monitors count as rings. Now, let's get into the video. So let's see what level we get first. Looks like it's going to be Pinball Carnival Act 2.
So the thing with this stage is you just got to be really careful because you can see up here there are some rings up ahead. So I may go ahead and just immediately use the fireball power up. And I do know in this level there are the kind of like switch mechanics, so let's just try to dodge those. I don't remember if this launches us into rings or not. Oh, yeah, that's a little bit of a problem. But not quite, because they're just floating there for some reason. Couldn't tell you why, but luckily we can just spin dash under those. And it is completely fine. That did just drop us into some rings though, so let's go into the next level.
And it looks like next up is going to be Bridge Island Act 2.
This level should be way easier than the carnival levels, because this doesn't have anything that bounces you into any rings. There is a ring monitor up there, so let's try and dodge that. And oh. Okay, fell into that bat, but that doesn't count. Oh, and I've just now noticed Amy in the background. I have never noticed this until now, but there she is. That's cool. Vibing with a walrus or something. And here is where I think we may encounter our first actual problem, and I believe, if I recall correctly, you will get launched into some rings because you're forced to use that. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this power up, because I'm pretty sure... Oh, that was way too close for comfort. I'm going to go around this giant ring. This guy trying to laser me down. Don't appreciate it. Oh, and here's the end of the level. So what we can do, we can use the tornado attack that Tails has, and you can actually use it while he's flying, which is pretty dope. Got the fourth hit on him, so now we just have to hit him a couple more times. And the easiest way to do that is with the avatar power-up, so I think I'm just going to wait until he does that. And watch all of the Tails clones come towards him. There we go. That means that Bridge Island Act 2 is possible to beat without touching the ring.
On this one is going to be interesting, Cyber Station.
Here we are in what might be my favorite zone of this game, that being Cyber Station. I think that is honestly a pretty cool premise. I think that the key for this stage is you just want to avoid those bouncy things there, which is something that we are pretty accustomed to in this challenge already. It's like there are rings that are only just run out of flight. This will make us pixely. Oh, but that might be a problem. You know what we should do? We should go around underneath. I don't know if that's possible. That is possible. I actually didn't know that. It definitely punishes you for going this way, but it looks like we've made it successfully. I don't remember. Oh, unfortunately, thought the secret passageway would help us, but it looks like there are a bunch of rings through here. So unfortunately, I touched a ring, so let's go into the next level.
Fourth up, Bridge Island Act 1.
And here we are right back at the first zone of Bridge Island. So this level I am mostly sure is possible to beat without collecting rings. I mean, the second act was, so why wouldn't the first act be? I used Vision on accident. Vision would normally be great, except for the fact that that shows even more rings. Oh, and let's not go in that. So that will give us way too many rings. This is a pretty open level, which is a good thing. Oh, got a little bit close. Let's take the top route. There is a ring monitor, and oh, okay. I think I've seen this area before, and yeah, that just goes all the way up. So let's take the lower route in that case. And oh no, I did just pop that balloon though, and that did just give me a ring. So we go to the next level.
Press Factory Act 1.
So now, Press Factory Act 1, not to be confused with Press Garden from Sonic Mania. I am expecting a lot of getting launched up into rings in this stage, but let's see if we can try to make that not a reality, because if Tails can fly, and there's Knuckles. What's up, Knuckles? Something bugging you? Yeah, I think we're doing alright. I feel somehow pretty comfortable with going fast in this stage. I'm not really seeing that many rings, to be honest. Oh, and unfortunately, I did just fly into a ring. So I guess that means that I need to go into the next level.
Pinball Carnival Act 1.
This level is full of a bunch of bouncy things. Yeah, it does look like there's a way over this, but we did unfortunately touch rings, so it looks like I'm going to the next level.
Lagoon City Act 1. This one will be interesting.
We do have invincibility, so that'll help a ton. I don't really know how many invincibility monitors there are in Superstars, but I guess there is one of them. And yeah, there's our first little water park thing. And it does look like that is skippable. Do not go on that for sure. Like, that will launch us into rings, and that does launch us into rings, so unfortunately, we are going to have to go into the next level.
Looks like we're going in almost exactly the same spot, and we're getting Lagoon City Act 2.
And you know, the music in this level is one of my favorite in the game. Somehow, it just feels like Sonic CD music, but I'm pretty sure there are rings over there. So let's see if there's a way around, maybe? it looks like, unfortunately, it doesn't really look like you can move past that. I don't really know how I pop those guys because I wasn't even know Jump Ball. This unfortunately is a level that you have to touch a ring to progress in. Let's go in the water form though before I die.
Golden Capital Act 1.
And now we're in Golden Capital Act 1, which in my opinion is kind of Pinball Carnival Act 3, because it's got all those bouncers, it's got all that stuff going on, and definitely has the Sonic 1 prototype stuff going for it. Like, you see that sun in the background? It's actually from the Loop-de-Loop and Sonic 1 concept art for one of these zones. Just avoid these though. Oh no, and I accidentally did just jump into some rings, so unfortunately we're gonna have to go to the next level.
And it looks like next up is Speed Jungle Act 2.
This level looks like, yeah, this one's going to be a lot harder because there's like a little small perspective area, but I think we can get past it. And I do remember though, I think that this might be a roadblock. Up here, I've already checked upwards. I think I can, yeah, it looks like there should be, but then it just closes off right there. So unfortunately, it looks like we're going to have to go through the bottom route, and I don't know if that has rings or not. I'm assuming it does. Just hold right, hope for the best. Oh, what the heck, it actually doesn't have rings. Okay, cool. And I think it's also generally a pretty good idea to not grind on any of the vines here. Luckily, you can't actually fly above most of these vines. No, okay, I think that we actually do go right here. And then we go down here. There are rings on that. Oh, okay, and we did just fly into some rings, unfortunately. So, let's go to the next level.
It looks like we're coming back to Press Factory for Act 2.
I have to press this button so that he doesn't just explode literally everything. So, we got a lot to think about in this challenge. I forgot the Firefly enemy is here as well. Maybe we'll take the top route. Now this is a little bit dangerous. I use my Fireball power-up. Get up here. Oh, that was way too close. I instinctively collected rings though, so unfortunately I'm going to have to go to the next level. No, let's just watch everything blow up. Why not? Go on, Eggman. You've earned it. Watch everything blow up, and there we go.
Next up is the final zone of the game, Egg Fortress Act 2.
I've always enjoyed this level. It may be somewhat difficult. I actually think that it is a really fun level in concept and honestly in execution as well. Get a checkpoint. Haven't been using any of my power-ups yet though. That guy did just appear there. The biggie though, because you just go back to the checkpoint and yeah, we just, I guess, spin dash towards them, and then there we go, we're good. Get on this thing. Oh, and that does get us into a ring though, so let's go to the next level.
Next up, Sky Temple Zone.
I know for this one, at the end of the level, there is a part where you have to go through a trail of rings. So I guess we can see if we pass that. Yeah, so we got this. So it looks at first like this is going to have rings on the right side. You can't get past, but luckily we can actually go to the left side, although it's just a little bit harder. I believe we can fly as well. Yes, we can fly as well. Let's not get stuck in there though. Okay, that did just launch us into some rings. Let's go to the next level.
And next we have another one-act zone, Sand Sanctuary.
Probably has about the same hazards as Cyber Station. It has those things that you kind of go on and then you just jump off them. Got some saws here. No worries though, because this doubles as a no rings challenge and also a don't take damage challenge. I can't quite see what that is. I think that's a shield monitor. I could be wrong. Yeah, that is a shield monitor. That will help in our challenge. Let's get behind this guy. I think we're good. I know there's like some kind of like sand pit just ahead. Yeah, there is. It looks like we're doing alright for this part. Trusting the weird snake thing there. I believe up ahead is what I'm thinking of. Yeah. So here, that puts you into a loop-de-loop, but then there's also the special stage. I didn't know you could go through that. And I think what I'm going to do is, yes, use this power-up. Oh, and unfortunately, I did just touch a ring in there, so I guess that means I'm going to go to the next level.
Looks like we're returning the Speed Jungle Zone for Act 1.
Now, I feel like this level should be possible. I don't think it really has any of those sections where you have to go through, like, the ground and the walls and stuff. My thing about here is when those guys kind of start shooting at you from the back. It's like I'm being encouraged to use the avatar power-up, so I guess let's just use that. Why not? I never really used these in the normal stages. Oh wait, I didn't know that they could collect rings for me. That's not good. Does that count? I don't think that should count. That doesn't count. Let's find a place to take damage. Looks like the next spot that we can take damage is apparently the boss. Now we've taken damage, so let's go back maybe to the checkpoint so it's more legitimate. You know, something that I could do on the final one, I might actually use Avatar on him. And there we go. Yeah, that's pretty easy if we do that. And that means that Speed Jungle Act 1 is possible to beat without touching a ring.
Next up, Frozen Base Act 2.
I do definitely love that the different characters that you play as, so the different Eggmobile that you can be in. I didn't know those drop rings when you destroy them though. That is kind of an issue. We got them. Now we're going into the next section. Yeah, there we go. That was the first phase. Then we gotta deal with the second phase. There's a whole lots of rings there. Those are very easy to dodge. All you gotta do really is just focus on the left and then just spam X. And you really don't have any problems otherwise. Oh, that was a little bit close. One more hit. There we go. Okay, we got him. So that means that Frozen Base Act 2 is also possible to beat without collecting any rings.
Just a few left, let's see what we get. Golden Capital Act 2.
So this act is going to be a little bit harder because Fang has taken all the Chaos Emeralds from us. So you can see we don't even have any power-ups, which is kind of unfortunate. Got some lava there, just spurting up like in Lava Reef. Oh, that did just launch us into some rings, so let's go to the next one.
Frozen Base Act 1.
Let's go up into this little cave area. We could have gone to that little grabbing thing, but I don't think that that would have helped us particularly that much. Grab that checkpoint. We could try going up here, see what there is. Assuming that this is an area that we fall down from. No, it's okay. We're actually supposed to go up here. Yeah, it looks like that's made for Trip. Some ring monitors there. Lots of those. Let's jump just in time. I think what I'm going to use is the power up. That did just launch us into some rings. Unfortunately, going to have to go to the next level, which just so happens to be the final level.
And last, but certainly not least, we have Egg Fortress Act 1.
So at the very least, we can see about how the end of this stage is going to go, since the second stage was a repeat of the first stage, but just in reverse. Basically mirror mode. I see this and like all of the memories from the Trip and the Eggman boss are kicking in. And let's use the Fireball power-up. Also there's the end in the background, not the one from Minecraft, the one from Sonic Frontiers. Look at this guy though. This guy, honestly, my favorite Badnik in Sonic CD. I'm really glad that they brought him back in this game. Okay, here we are in our first anti-gravity section. In this case, we might actually not want to hit the walls. Shield monitor, thank you very much. Yeah, that's definitely going to get us into some rings, so let's try to not go in that. Okay, you know what? I think we got to go back. No, okay, no, we can't go back. But for the best, I guess. Okay, that actually didn't give us rings. Okay, that's cool. And okay. Oh, that does give us rings, though. And unless there's a way to the right, which I don't believe there is. Nope. Okay, unfortunately, it looks like this level is not possible to beat without touching a ring. But anyways, I guess that's gonna do it for this video. If you enjoyed, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and be sure to comment down below what challenge and game you would like me to do next. With all that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.